Welcome to the Vinny Rock Podcast.
Much more than this, I did it my way.
Hey, what's up, guys? The Vinny Rock Podcast. Before we get started and tell you who my next guest is, let me just go over some fucking what do they call it? Sponsors. See, here's what happens, bro. We're drinking this. So let me just tell you, my guest is Jack, right? Also well known as the Buffalo Hunter, correct? Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty accurate. Yeah.
Right, dude. You know what's funny?
It's unavoidable at this
You're in
point.
my phone as Buffalo Hunter.
Really?
Yeah, and that's the fucked up thing because I'll be like, I'm like, I gotta hit up Jack, and I put Jack. I'm like,
And then you're like, what the fuck?
Jack Mandeville.
Dude, don't tell me I didn't put it in his number.
Yeah, well, dude, I'm like Jack Mandeville. I'm like, where the fuck's Jack? And I'm like,
Not him.
Buffalo Hunter. Doug, so obviously that's my fucking guess. I have the Buffalo Hunter here. I got Jack. Your last name is pronounced Murillo.
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 Yeah, it's a Spanish name.
I'm an idiot, dude. I can't even believe I fucked
Dude,
that
it's
up.
got the two L's.
I know, but you know what? I just fuck.
No, it's okay. Honestly, I'm used to it because most people, when they read my name, they're always like, Murillo. So I just tell them Murillo because, I don't want to confuse anybody.
So it's Murillo.
It's Murillo.
Oh, that's dope, dude.
Yeah. La
That's
familia Murillo.
There you go. I love it. So hey, let's go over some of the podcasts. Let's see. So I did two. I'm trying not to do so much fucking like sponsorship fucking shit.
It is what it is.
It is. It pays the bills.
Yeah, exactly.
It keeps the lights on. But I also don't want to fucking bore the crowd with just, ladies and gentlemen, check it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean, anybody who listens to podcasts
They
knows
fucking
that
know.
sponsors, it's just part, it's
part
baked
of
into the cake. It's part of the thing.
It's baked into the fucking
It's
cake.
baked into the fucking cake.
There you
dude.
go. So,
So,
hey,
this
first
is what it
sponsor, I'm
is.
going to talk about Dog Tag Decals. If you guys, obviously, they're one of my sponsors. I don't have a lot of sponsors because I fucking suck. Because the fact that I don't do it every fucking Friday, people are like, you got to be more consistent with your shit. I'm like, nah, I don't fucking have to. I'll do whatever the fuck I want. Dog Tag Decals, they stuck with me, and I fucking love them for that. I'm kind of an asshole when it comes to this shit because I'm trying to do it right. But at the same time, I don't have a lot of time to like really focus on these fucking sponsorships, and I feel bad about that. Here's the facts. Dog Tag Decals. They fucking make stickers. They've made me some stickers, and I fucking like the stickers. They fucking work. They goddamn stick.
Stickers,
Right?
they stick.
That stick. How many
Stickers
companies
that stick.
How many,
Dude, that's a fucking good
stickers,
slogan right
that's
there.
a fucking great slogan. Dog Tag Decals, stickers that stick. Check them out. You can go to dogtagdecals.com. Use Vinny Rock promo code, or don't. I don't give a fuck, right? But if you do use it, it's 10% off, and that's good shit, right? You save
good shit.
You save taxes or shipping or some shit.
Yeah.
Dog Tag Decals. Check them out if you guys are starting a business. If you guys just want fucking some cool ass stickers, hit them up. Check them out. The other one is Willie Pete's Chocolate. Big fan, big buddy of mine. It's a homie. Me, huh?
Willie Pete, really?
Willie
what
Pete's
does it do?
chocolates.
Does it burn your tongue off?
Willie Pete's Chocolates, he fucking no shit makes chocolates from his fucking house, dog. He's got a farm. I said this last podcast. He had a farm. No, he has a fucking garden. He grows all these different fucking chili peppers. I'm fucking jalapenos, fucking habaneros, all the fucking chili peppers you need.
So it does burn.
Dude, it depends on which
But
one.
it's- so it's hot
It
chocolate.
depends on which one you're eating.
Oh my
He
gosh.
has different Scoville units. He says hot, mild. You know what I mean? And, dude, it's dope.
That's some
I'm just
Aztec
saying. My
shit.
kids like the one that has. It's like a s'more. So that's the one my kids like.
Mm-hmm.
And then I like one with a little bit of jalapenos in it, right? So there's different ones, dude. There's ones made with Black Rifle coffee. Yeah. There's ones made with fucking what is it? Bacon. There's ones made with fucking chips. Dog. Willie Pete's Chocolate. You guys got to go check him out. Motherfucker's the man. Some of the best chocolate you'll ever have. Veteran owned and operated. And
Gotta
the
love
dude
that.
does it from his fucking house, bro. It's organic. I don't know if it's organic. I want to say
I don't know.
it doesn't matter, but I'm gonna say it's organic because the motherfucker make it with the damn
Yeah.
hands. Either way, those are my sponsors, obviously, and also Lead Slingers Whiskey, which I'm trying to get in It's in California. I'm trying to get in Utah because that's where I live.
Oh, okay.
Right. So
I was like, Utah.
yeah, dude. Well, very
You
strict.
sure the population is going to go for that?
Yeah, they're gonna have to. They're gonna fucking have to because we're gonna fucking bring it there.
I'm not too spun up on the rules and regulations of,
So it's funny in
Most
Utah,
of that.
you're not allowed to have more than a shot and a half at your table at once for each individual.
Okay.
So you can't have a double. You can never go there. But let me get a Jack and Coke double. Nope, they won't do it.
Just single.
Yeah, so you're drinking more fucking Coke all goddamn night, and you're
Yeah,
fucking.
so anybody listening who's LDS who became offended by my comment, it is justified by the fact that there are in fact rules and regulations to how much you can drink at any given time
I don't
in an
think-
actual establishment.
it's different.
Yeah.
It's different. Me and my wife, we went to fucking
I love Mormons.
We went back to Texas.
They're so nice. Sorry,
Hey,
on that.
they are nice.
They are really nice.
No one
They're
fucks
great
with me.
people,
I
yeah.
feel it. But it's funny. We went to Texas and we fucking ordered a fucking Jack and Coke. Or excuse me, we drink Crown of Coke when there's not Letzinger's of Coke. That's just what the fucking, I don't know, that's what we do. Puerto Ricans, I don't know.
Right,
Dude, I took one sip and I'm like, oh shit, we're not in Utah anymore. Because it's a no shit double. I mean, it's a double with like the extra at the end of it. So you had that fucking, dude, you don't taste that. I feel like I'm drinking a fucking Diet Coke in Utah.
Yeah.
And here you're like, in Texas, you're like, holy fuck, that's a straight double.
well,
dude.
that's Texas for you.
That's Texas for you.
That is Texas.
Exactly. There's another sponsor I'm going to talk about, but you know what? Fuck it. Let's
Yeah.
move on.
Moving forward.
I got Jack here. Jack Murillo.
That's me. Or Murillo for
Or Murillo.
other people who aren't exactly ethnically inclined.
Yeah.
Murillo.
Who can't roll the R's.
Yeah, my roommate actually can't roll his R's.
Really?
Yeah, he's fucking 100% Mexican, raised in a Spanish-speaking household. He can't roll his R's.
Dude, you know, it's funny. I actually learned in
it's just a
high
thing.
school. I think I learned in high school how to roll my R's, honestly. Because like you start taking the classes more. My family, both my parents speak fluent Spanish. They spoke to my brother and my sister in Spanish. But when it came to us, the two twins, the little ones, they didn't. By then, they've been here already, cultured in America, fucking doing their thing. My mom used to have an accent where she said share, and now she actually says chair. You know what I mean?
Wait, so we're talking about the artist, right? Like share.
No, chair. An actual
share, as in
Yeah.
like to divide up a portion amongst people.
To sit down.
Oh, like a chair.
A
Oh,
chair.
okay. I was really confused by
No,
that.
she used to
actually.
say
It's like,
share. And then it was like, no, it's a chair. Oh, okay. And she also used to say Pepsi.
Mijo, siéntate, güey.
Yeah. ¿Quieres un Pepsi? Like, no, mom, it's a Pepsi, please.
¿Quieres spray?
Spray? Get it. It's in Sprite. But yeah, dude, so it's funny. So by the time it came to me, we didn't speak fluent Spanish. And so I'm learning as much Spanish as I can as I go.
Right.
When I was younger, I believe I understood Spanish more. Then I just kind of got integrated completely. They call me a coconut, right?
Dude, I'm such a coconut.
Yeah.
I grew up in a pretty Mexican household with pretty Mexican extended family on one side, and my parents spoke fluent Spanish.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure that earlier on in their marriage, they decided, hey, Spanish is going to be our secret code for anything we don't want our kids
That's
to
when
know.
we're mad.
So yeah, they would speak Spanish. We had no idea, and they wouldn't bother teaching us.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that was just their way of being like, hey, can you get this fucking puto out of here?
You know
like,
what's
hey,
funny?
Like I've had a long day. Get
So-
the puto out of here.
obviously, just being 36 and being around it in my life, I can speak decent here and there, right? I can get
Yeah.
by. My wife can get by. So in our house, sometimes we're throwing Spanish at each other.
Yeah.
For the
Hey, you practice makes perfect. If you're gonna learn, you might as well
we're gonna be like,
practice.
hey, these kids need to go sleep, so we can go fucking have a couple drinks. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But it's in Spanish, right? Broken as fuck Spanish, but enough that we both get it.
Yeah, you see the words and you form the sentence in your head.
It's our
You're
own
like,
version
okay,
of
all
pig Latin, right?
Yeah, exactly. Total pig Latin.
Drinkatha? Yeah.
Spiggity spobbity hoobity bibbity.
Send the kids to bed. Let's
Gotcha,
go
babe.
fucking drink.
Yeah.
No, dude, we usually do karaoke on Friday nights.
At home? Just at home?
Fuck no. We go to a little bar.
Oh,
It's a
I was
small
like,
little
dude.
bar. Yeah. Kids go to sleep. We're gonna be fucking getting down here. Turn the disco ball on, mom.
To fuck yeah.
No, we have this small little bar down there in fucking it's in Draper, Utah, which is just outside of Salt Lake City, and it's like this small little fucking dive bar that has karaoke on Friday nights.
That's dope.
And we try to do that as much as we can. Like my oldest daughter, she's 15, so she babysits. But like, hey, you got the kids, I got the fucking cameras and the alarms. We're gonna go fucking do our thing. You know what I mean? We'll Uber in, fucking drink and fucking sing all night. I do. She just like watches, and then we fucking Uber home.
Hey, whatever works.
Right.
Wait, so do you have the little the little home safety cameras that are
Oh, dog.
on the knob?
Everything.
You have it all?
Everything. I can see everything. My door. You
Dude,
push my
those are
fucking.
some of the videos.
You push my doorknob and I fucking know you're there. You walk by, my camera's activated. If my kids want to fucking FaceTime me through the cameras, they push it and it'll fucking call me. Dude, where is my fucking app? But yeah, dude, that's for me, it's that safety of fucking knowing that I can see what's going down if for any other reasons. Like I've saw my daughter had her feet on the couch. I'm like, get your feet off the couch. She's like, oh shit. I can't even find it right now. But yeah,
all
dude.
good.
Yeah, it's a cool little system.
Yeah.
But it's the comfort of who comes to the door and you can see from your phone before you even get out of bed.
Yeah, exactly.
So I travel quite a bit. So we had a neighbor come to the door late at night because my kids left the garage door open, and he fucking rings the doorbell at 11:30. My wife's like, "Who was that?" I was like, "I'm already looking on my phone in California. I'm already looking on my phone. Like, who the fuck is that?" I'm like, "Hey, how can I help you?" I can push a button, and it talks to the dude. Dude's like, "Oh shit!" He goes,
Damn.
"Hey man, your garage door. Just letting you know." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Thanks, bro. I appreciate it." Told my wife like, "Go
Don't shoot.
Yeah, go, go close the garage. Yeah, because I'm the one dude with tattoos.
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
They thought like I was moving in. No, they thought I was the moving company and I was moving someone else in. I just never left. And they were like, oh, fuck. I thought they were going to call the 6 months into it, like, there's got to be something wrong.
Oh, goodness. We're going to have a Mexican in the neighborhood.
He's got tattoos on his hands.
Oh, man. It's going to be a depreciating asset.
It was definitely a culture shock. Well, dude, let me introduce you to the fucking people that listen to my show. Like I said, I told Jeff, like, it's one person, my mom, and she listens to it. And
right. Hey, Mom.
Avid listener. Mom, Alice, I love you, Mom.
You had a good kid.
She
might have been an asshole growing up, but
she wouldn't agree with that comment.
He turned out all right. You know?
And so let me get a quick background on where you're from, a little bit quick of the military history and why you joined.
Okay.
And then I would love to hear about the Buffalo Hunter. That'd be the next big thing, and we'll get on that topic next.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dope. Okay, so what's up, everybody? My name is Jack Murillo, or Murillo. I just say Murillo because I kind of gave up like throwing the ethnic spin on it when I'm introducing myself. Yeah, it's just like Vargas. It's like, no, I'm Vince Vargas.
It's Vince
like,
Vargas.
It's no big deal. Anyway, so when I graduated high school, I went to
Where'd you grow up?
Oh, San Diego, California.
Okay, cool.
So I grew up in San Diego, so I'm not too far away from LA, and I grew up in this tiny little spot called Bonita, which
Really?
is east of the 805, and it's in the Chula Vista area, otherwise known as Chulawana.
I know Chula Vista.
Yeah, so you know Chulawana, except it's kind of in a nicer area.
Some good baseball in San Diego, and I played a lot of baseball.
Yeah.
And there's some good ball players in Chula Vista.
Yeah. Some great people in Bonita. It's a great little community. Everything's a stone's throw away. It's like a small town in a city.
Yeah.
So graduated high school in 2011. A month later was in Marine Corps boot camp in San Diego. 3 months later, had my leave, and then I went to Infantry Training Battalion.
Nice.
3 months later after that, I joined 2nd Battalion, 1st Marines.
So your MOS was
0311.
0311.
Original is 0311, yeah.
Okay, dude, we're gonna have to laugh. We're gonna talk about this because every Marine tells me they're riflemen.
Oh, Jesus.
Is this true?
Okay, so like there's such a duality about it because I understand what the people who emplaced that policy were trying to get at.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think it's become conflated. So like, for anybody listening, they say every Marine is a rifleman, and okay.
Well, in the Army side of things, we're like, that's not on our side. It's not true.
It's just
right?
It is not, because rifleman is a very specific MOS.
That's someone that is very proficient with that rifle, right?
Yeah.
Who knows how to.
It's his job.
Yeah.
Is to operate and kill.
So the
with that
title
rifle.
rifleman carries a lot of weight in the Army, and so when the Marines say we're all riflemen, it's like, whoa, that's weird.
Yeah, and they say that, and anytime that you hear that, it's kind of bullshit, because you can have refrigerator mechanics who say, "Oh, every Marine is a rifleman." It's like, yeah, but you don't.
That's kind of the brainwashed
same
slogans they've thrown into here, because we have an army, we have shit like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
And it's like, I don't know. I feel like some dudes will try to hype themselves up, because like if they tell someone that they're a Marine and then say every Marine is a rifleman, then they don't have to tell them that they're a refrigerator mechanic.
Like, oh, so what'd you really do? I supply.
Oh my god, dude. Speaking of that, okay, sidebar. This girl that I'm talking to, she's in Kansas, and they have tons of Army cats out there.
Yeah.
And her 2 older brothers, she has 3 older brothers, but 2 of them are Marines, grunts, and they taught her about pogues. And
you knew the lingo. You knew the lingo, and she was like, "Oh shit, he's real."
Yeah, exactly.
That's
and
dope.
I knew she was real because she would tell me about how Army cats would come into the bar or would try and hype themselves out, and she'd be like, "Oh, really? So what was your MOS or what was your job?" Be like, "Oh, I'm a tank mechanic," and she'd be like, "Oh, so you're a fucking pogue." I was like, "Damn,
ouch,
ouch." But anyways, so this is a funny story. So when I first got to the battalion, the gunnery sergeant, or the gunny, will be referred to as gunny. God, he was such a good dude, Gunny Nunez. So the first day I get into the battalion, he lines a bunch of the new boots up, and he says, "Okay, who here had a 300 PFT or had close to a 300 PFT?"
Which is a perfect score on a pizza
Perfect
test.
score. So I raised my hand. A couple other dudes raised their hands. So it goes to each of us, and he says, What did you do in high school?" "Oh, I played football." "Oh, what did you do in high school?" "Oh, I played baseball." They asked me, "What did you do in high school?" I was like, "I did martial arts. Did a lot of martial arts." He's like, "Okay." He takes 4 of us, and he goes, "You guys want to be machine gunners, 0331?" And we were kind of like, I don't know.
You kind of new to that, right? Like, what does that even mean?
We knew what it was, but the thing is that in infantry school, the final event is a 20-kilometer hike.
And you're carrying your gun.
And we watched the machine gunners carry the 50 cal receivers on top of everything else they already had. So we're like, we don't want that.
Yeah, no. That's like mortars. So in Army, they do that with mortars.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Who wants to be a mortarman? You're like, no, I'm good.
I'm good with that.
I don't carry all that weight.
But so all of us are like, "Nah, Gunny." And he leans in and he says one thing. He just goes, "Pussies." Pussies. And we just look at each other and we're like, all right, fuck it, let's do this.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, but that's like, you can't do that these days. right? You can't do that anymore.
No, you can't.
No,
Because that's keeping it gangster.
dude, that's just fucking real.
They were short machine gunners, so they had to pull from the new boot drop and keep it gangster.
I almost got in trouble as a drill sergeant once.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Well, several times, but one of the ones that
I was gonna say just once.
yeah, several times.
Just once.
Because I was just a dude. But
Right.
like, it was like the last week, and I was like, all right, who really wants to get fucking smoked like old school style?
Yeah.
And they're like, I was like, we put them all in the room. I'm like, look, if you want to be a part of this, you're volunteering. Get in the fucking center of the room, dude. I only had like 20 dudes volunteer. Right, the rest of them like watching. I'm like, all right, let's do it. Get down.
Who's got
roll
nuts?
left? Roll right. Fucking smoked the fucking dog. Dudes were quitting here. I was like, you can quit anytime. Go ahead. Quitting. By then I had like 5 dudes and they're going through it. And dude, I'm like, fuck yeah. One of these motherfuckers goes and tells on me. I'm like, you dick.
Wow.
Yeah, bro, because it's like it's
on.
not like it used to be, bro. I remember full mop gear. You guys have mop gear? Do you know what
Yeah,
that is?
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
cool. We had full
Mop
mop
gear,
gear,
gas masks, and
yeah,
everything
get
like that.
dusted off, fucking
Yeah.
with a rucksack on, and fucking
Turn
you're
on
like,
the hot showers,
yeah,
get in
you're
the
like,
shower.
What the fuck, dude? You can't do that shit anymore.
Yeah. It's just a different
Back
beast.
when I was in.
Oh yeah, back when I was in the old Cold War.
See,
But
yeah.
So yeah, I spent a year in the machine gun section, and then went back to the rifle platoons, and then I was in the scout sniper platoon.
Nice.
And then I went back to the rifle platoons, went to like infantry squad leaders course and everything like that. Did a couple MUs, went to like Philippines, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia,
Yeah.
fucking Kuwait, Djibouti, Africa, a couple other places that I'm not remembering right now. But
Did you ever get a chance to go to Iraq or Afghanistan?
dude, I fucking wish, but I didn't.
No,
Straight up didn't.
Dude, you know,
That's
it's
all I
fu-
wanted.
I have one of my best friends. He was like, "Man, I wish I went." I was like, "No, you don't ever wish on that shit. If it happens, it happens.
Yeah,
don't wish on it, right?"
Yeah, I mean, I used to beat myself up about it a lot. Like, in fact, when I first
Yeah.
came out here, I was hell bent on never telling anybody that I was a Marine
Yeah.
because I felt like I
There's
wasn't a
insecurity
real Marine.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
total insecurity.
I get
because
it.
I didn't go.
Yeah.
But then people, friends, close friends, other veterans, super experienced veterans,
Yeah.
guys on your caliber, they would sort of massage and coach me and be like, "Look, dude, it's not your fault.
No,
You
give
don't
a
get to
fuck.
decide.
No, you fucking do your job.
If you go, yeah, you showed up." As soon as you fucking could, you stepped to the plate.
Yeah.
And it didn't happen.
Yeah,
It's
fucking-
not your fault.
Dude, the guys that fucking make you feel bad about it are fucking douches themselves.
Yeah,
and probably
exactly.
more insecure about their fucking career than anything. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
exactly.
Fuck it.
And I learned that a couple times about dudes who were in with me who would always make the other dudes feel like shit. You learn, he started crying
Then
because
you-
they wanted to put out
yeah,
on
you're
patrol.
like, wait a minute, what did you do?
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
You're like, wait a minute.
But you know what? They've got their own little hole in their heart. So
Fucking
that's
A,
on them.
dude. So here's the cool thing, man. I remember. I mean, by the time I saw you on social media, well, I gotta ask a question because I don't know.
Yeah.
How the fuck does someone go into the Raiders? What is it? The fucking you guys?
MARSOC?
Yeah, MARSOC.
Yeah.
Is it just because in the Army you sign with a contract for a Ranger and you can start and go through selections, and if you make it all the way through, you're good.
Mm-hmm.
Is MARSOC similar to that, or you have to apply for it to try and try out for it?
So, as it is to my knowledge,
Yeah.
and I actually had a school seat
Yeah.
to MARSOC back in the day, but I decided to go the acting route.
Yeah.
So to my knowledge, you have to be at least an E4, so you have to be a corporal.
Right.
You have to have had one deployment under your belt.
Nice.
And you have to submit a package, and you have to go through their like medical screener.
Yeah.
And everything like that. So it's a full-on application
Yeah.
process to go
And
through.
then you go through a course, a
yeah,
selection.
and then you go through assessment and selection, A&S. I'm not sure how long that is. I think it's about.
Those are very similar to Rangers and SF
And
kind
then
of
after that,
selections.
you go to individual training course, which is the follow-on skills, and then after
Yeah.
that, you go to specialty schools.
Cool.
Yeah.
Dope. You know what's funny is like when I was in, I didn't see much of MARSOC because Ranger, like we just had a different off tempo and not like more or less. It was just different
Yeah,
locations.
and they only started in 2008 too.
right.
So
Well,
like,
I think when I got out is when they really picked up.
Yeah,
You know what
exactly.
I mean? And that's when
before that, it was like Mart at
Right.
1 and just like Force guys, Force Recon.
So like I was saying before, like Article 15, we fucking blew up. I think we really blew up in like late 2013. 2000, I think 14, 15 is when I started seeing your videos, somewhere around there, like 15.
2015.
Yeah.
So the Buffalo Hunters started completely on a fluke. I was managing. I was not a range tech. I was like a range manager.
Yeah.
For Camp Pendleton for the last couple months of my service. Well,
Right.
no, actually, it was just a couple months while I was getting separated from my unit because I wasn't going to deploy.
Yeah.
And we showed up to a range that was way off in the boonies, up
Yeah.
in the mountains. And we showed up like an hour prior. And then we get a call from the unit.
Yeah.
I think it was 3-5. And they said, hey, we're going to be an hour late. So now me and my buddy Elias Wentworth, super funny ass dude.
Yeah.
We had 2 hours to kill. So we were like, fuck. It was a beautiful day. And then out of nowhere, this entire herd of bison comes over the side of the hill. And I was like, holy crap, I'm witnessing nature. This is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And I was like, I have to do something with this. And so we started taking pictures, being goofy. And we drove away. And then we see this tiny, well, not tiny. He's like the size of a sedan.
Yeah.
This fucking bison is chilling all by himself. and he's just sitting there wagging his tail, and there's like flies flying around him. He was like, "Fuck you guys, I'm sleeping in today. I'm not going to fucking work." So I was like, "Dude, this is such a unique opportunity. I have to do something with this."
Yeah.
So I was like, "Elias, what should I do?" And he goes, "Dude, you should like make a video." And I was like, "Make a video of what?" He's like, "I don't know. You'll fucking think you're a funny guy. You'll think of something." I was like, "All right." So I jump out. And I do like the Steve. Oh boy, would you look at that? That's a bison, a true American bison. That's a son of God's handiwork, you know. So I just kind of hemmed it up, and I brought it back, and I was like, "Do you think that's funny?" He's like, "Yeah, it's pretty funny."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Fuck you, dude. All right, fine, whatever." So I was, "What do I do now?" He says, "Oh, you should send it to Terminal Lance or something."
Yeah.
So I sent it to Terminal Lance. I was like, "Whatever, if he fucking likes it." He likes it. He shares it.
Yeah.
It gets to like 1.5 million views.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? This is back when Facebook was like at the pinnacle of the social media triangle.
And I remember this is when we're hitting with fucking these videos that are fucking going viral. I mean, around the same time we had Tactical, which is now I think it's around 15 million views.
Yeah.
And fucking, but not just us. You have fucking, Grunt Styles out there making their videos. You got fucking Ranger Up making
the vet
their
industry
videos.
was blowing up.
Blowing
the
up.
fuck
And
up.
so everyone's doing these videos, and it's like so content rich and looking for something fresh and new, right? Because it was kind of the same big hitters dropping videos every so often.
Yeah, kind of.
And so it was like this new, like, boom, out of nowhere. I saw you cross my feed. I was like, what the fuck is this? and I remember I'm like, did this motherfucker really talk like that? Because I was like,
where'd they find this fucker?
And then I started thinking like, fuck, this is genius. It's actually really fucking good. Yeah, and you went viral.
Dude, it was
in our world, you went viral.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. And I saw it happen. I saw people commenting. I was like, this is fucking insane.
Yeah.
And I took a step back and I was like, chill out, Jack. It's just your 15 minutes of fame. It's social media.
Yeah.
It's here today. It's gone tomorrow. It's cool that it happened.
Yeah.
Put it under your belt, but whatever. It's still you're still just
you wanted to be an entertainer already before this. This is being an entertainer, being an actor, something that was in your heart early on, or this what sparked it?
I'm fairly certain this is the catalyst that really started the chain reaction, because I had all the qualities. Like me and my older brother would do scenes from Shrek.
Yeah.
When we were like single-digit kids in the middle of like Chili's or Coco's, back when Coco's was popular.
I remember
and
that.
we'd like gather crowds because we'd do entire scenes from Shrek or from fucking other movies, and we just entertain the shit out of people.
So yeah, because back then you didn't feel it. You didn't feel what happened in social media, what it created. Like, it created a beast.
Yeah, exactly.
To see how many people enjoy like your humor, it's always like it's thrilling, dude, and it's addicting. It definitely is, and you have to almost harness it the right way, right? You can do the wrong thing by well, let me keep putting out shit content. Like, you have to always put out good content that you're proud of, because fuck, it stays in the space,
and that's difficult.
It's
super fucking difficult,
dude. That was
especially because I'm a one-man show,
right?
And there's only so many things I can do it on.
It's super hard, right?
So what happened after that was, a friend of mine. The next time I went out to manage that range, the person I went out with was like, "Hey, you should do another video." And I was like, "What am I going to do it on? There's no animals around," because my mind was just animals. And she was like, "Oh, well, I don't know. There's the unit over there is getting a safety brief." I was like, "Okay, I could do something on that."
Yeah.
So I was like, "Okay, I'll fucking think of something." And then I make the joke that like, "Oh, they're so fearsome that they have to be reminded not to kill themselves, let alone anything else." I made that gag. And I brought it back, and I was like, "Hey, so is this funny?" She watches it. She's like, it's funny. I was like, "Man, fuck you." All right. So I sent it to Terminal Lance again. Boom. 3.5 million views.
Oh, shit. Because everyone's anticipating.
Better.
They're like, oh, this is going to keep happening.
Again?
This is going to keep happening.
Exactly. And I started getting comments and messages, make a page.
Yes.
And I was like, I mean, okay, yeah, I could, have a couple hundred followers.
Because you're watching what everyone else is doing. You're watching the veterans community, you're like, it's doable.
Yeah, there's a movement happening.
This is doable. Like,
totally.
You can do something with this.
And you guys are my examples. I was watching your videos and going, okay, there's a market for this.
It was wild, bro.
So
it was a wild time. Dude, it'll never happen again.
Exactly.
Right?
It happened when it happened, and it won't happen again.
Ever.
Because, I mean, back then, Facebook was the shit.
Dude, it was so YouTube was dying. YouTube was dying, and Facebook was picking up, and it was just that.
Twitter was lame, Instagram was starting up, and Facebook was just top of the food chain.
You couldn't fucking post anything longer than 15 seconds on Instagram.
Yeah, exactly.
So nothing was living and breathing like fucking Facebook was at that time.
Yep, Instagram was stagnant, but so that blew up.
Yeah.
I got to like 36,000 followers on, or was it likes?
Yeah.
I guess technically it's likes. Okay,
yeah.
36. Followers sound sexier, but yeah, 36,000 likes on Facebook, and it was going well. And then the huge change happened in fall of 2015 when there was a helicopter crash in Hawaii.
Yeah.
It was a training event that Marines were conducting in helos in Ospreys, which fucking suck.
Yeah.
And the Osprey went down in the ocean, and if I remember correctly, like 6 guys died and like 12 guys were wounded.
Was there a lot of MARSOC guys?
No, they were just regular grunts.
Yes.
It was just a helo company.
Yeah.
And it was awful. And the whole Marine Corps knows about this stuff as soon as it happens. So everybody was just lamenting and just like, dude, this fucking sucks.
It's just always
when
hard to
guys
hear.
die in training.
Yeah, it's hard to hear.
It's unbearable.
One of my best friends died in training, and I know it's you're like, fuck. They're like all the things that are safety mitigations that are put into play, and you're like, damn, fuck, I can't even believe that.
Exactly. Final Destination catches up. Just like something tiny happens, and just life changes. But so everybody knew about it. And that afternoon, I got a message from a guy. His name's Nathan Fenley. I ended up working with him later. But he messages me and he goes, "Hey, dude, I'm a big fan. Been watching you since you started. Just wanted to let you know that I was in that helicopter." And I was like, "Oh, fuck.
Whoa.
Jesus, dude." So it felt like someone dropped a ton of bricks on my
100%.
chest. So he was like, "I was in that helicopter. I got dinged up. My femur got like completely broken, clean fracture.
Yeah.
I'm so covered in blood. I haven't gotten treated yet, but I'm next to my buddy's hospital bed because he's way worse. He's like connected to IVs and everything. He's in the bed. And I want to let you know that we're watching your videos. And for 2 or 3 minutes at a time, we're not in pain."
You know exactly what we went through. That's exactly what the messages we got. The reasons why I'm doing what I'm doing now is because the messages like that.
Yep.
Like, soon as I had a message like, "Dude, you guys saved my life. You guys made the time go quicker in Iraq and Afghanistan."
Yeah.
And you're like, "Fuck, what are we doing? Let's make another video."
Yeah.
We were so inspired to do more and
you're
more.
not doing
and
it for
more.
you. You're doing it for someone
No,
else.
you're not. And you're fucking, now it gets even fucking stressful because you're like, damn, before we were just doing it like as homies. Now we have to come up with content.
There's a responsibility.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
And that's where the stress that you didn't want, but it's like, you know what? You got to do it.
Exactly.
It becomes selfless where you're like,
It becomes
this
a
isn't
calling.
for me. Yeah, exactly. It becomes the calling. That's exactly
And
what
I'm
it
a
is.
spiritual person.
Right.
I'm a Christian, so I believe in that kind of thing.
I believe in, dude, you have to live your life in a way where you can inspire, motivate, and fucking help, right?
Exactly.
And if that's my calling to help through humor, which I'm very comfortable with,
Yeah.
well then fuck, how hard is this? Throw on the fucking camera, let's do this. You
Yeah,
know what I
let's
mean?
make some shit up.
Exactly, and that's
Make some dudes laugh.
that's what we did.
So as soon as that happened, a thought sparked in my head, and I was like, "Fuck, I need to do this for people."
Yeah.
I don't know how, but I need to do this for people and on a bigger scale. And I thought long and hard about what I want to do. And so I went to my dad. And so my dad's a pastor. For everybody listening, my dad's a pastor, and he's probably one of the wisest, most knowledgeable fuckers I've ever known in my entire life.
great.
Probably will ever meet. And I go to him and I say, "Dad, I think I want to be an actor.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure where that stands spiritually because I don't want to pursue something selfish. Because God doesn't.
100%.
It's all about God's will.
Right.
Seek first the kingdom of God, and all these things will be added unto you."
Yeah.
So I asked him, "Dad, like, how do I reconcile that?"
Yeah.
And he says, "Well, in the Psalms it says God put the godly desires of people's hearts in them, and that's you. You have the desire to entertain people, to bring smiles, laughter."
It comes to a point like, are you doing it for selfish means, or are you doing it for others?
Exactly.
Right?
That's where the separation lies.
Yeah.
And he says, Jesus said, "Let this mind be in you." So you can't be Jesus, but you can try to be like him. You can
Dude,
try and spread the love to other people.
Dog, it's so funny. I got the chills thinking about that because there's some other side topics that we'll talk later on offline about. It's hitting so much on that, but it's the same thing as like me and Jeff Boz were talking about.
Yeah.
Is you have to be in a place where you don't want fame. You're just doing. Fame is the byproduct of the entertainment life that you want to provide for others, right? Like it's that's all it is. Fame is a byproduct of the soul that you're putting into entertainment, and the entertainment is one, like the primary goal is to entertain others, right? Because we know how much humor can heal, but it's also storytelling. Totally. Storytelling is very important. Yeah. For our culture, for everyone, for years and years down the road, for someone to tell the story and actually evoke that emotion.
Totally.
But then two is like to also be the fucking light, to be the guidance for others to say there is life after military. Yeah. And that's huge, dude.
Yeah, and I didn't even realize the impact of it in the beginning.
No, it's huge. It's huge because, look, being an entertainer, we all know, like, that's a stressful thing. It's a depressing thing. It can be.
Yeah.
It's a very hard thing. It's as fucking stupid. We've done some harder shit in our lives, but for some reason it is challenging because it's a testament to your own character. Mm-hmm. People are going to be judging you off what you do in the projects you do. So it's a very weird thing. But what we're doing and I try to convey this as much as possible. Like, I'm not doing this for fame. I can give two fucks. I'm doing it for the voice. I'm doing it for hopefully to be a potential positive voice and influence for the veteran community.
Right.
As you were saying, I want to spread my message.
Exactly.
And my message is be a good motherfucker. My message is to fucking to work your ass off. My message is stop putting the barriers up saying you can't do this and say, you know what, I can.
Yeah, don't limit yourself.
I'm not saying it has to be in acting. Anything in your fucking life, but look at me and you are so simple. We're nobodies. We're dudes.
Yeah.
We wake up, we fucking everything else. But why are we here?
I take shits just like everyone else.
Yeah, but we didn't put the boundary on us. And a lot of our counterparts have put boundaries. They don't see life after military. And all I want to do is fucking show them, like, no, there is.
Yeah.
There is.
I had a buddy who reached out to me not too long ago. His name's Jeremy. He was in my battalion.
Yeah.
I was in Echo Company. He was in Fox Company. He reaches out to me. And no. What happened was somebody else from our battalion reached out to me and said, hey, have you talked to Jeremy recently? I said, no, I haven't.
Yeah.
And they go, he's getting close. He's thinking he might do it.
Do what?
Yeah, the
No
unthinkable.
shit.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And I've already lost plenty of dudes to that. So I'm like,
dude.
Fuck no. I was like, give me his number. I'm going to call him.
Yeah.
I tried calling him and didn't answer. So I texted him. I was like, answer, motherfucker. I know you're there.
Yeah.
It's Jack. Come
Yeah.
on. Pick up. Jeremy, it's Jack.
Yeah.
Let's go, man. He responds. And I'm like, what's going on, dude? He goes, dude, I just don't know what to do anymore. And and instantly what I could tell from his language that it wasn't a matter of things are too wrong to continue. It's that he didn't know where to go.
Yeah.
So I told him, okay, look, dude, I'm going to give you some hard love because I know you can take it because I know you and you're a good motherfucker. I was like, what are you doing right now? He goes, well, I kind of live isolated. It's like me and my wife and my dog. And I was like, okay, you're confused as what to do, right?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, man, I just hate having a job and coming home every day. I fucking hate it. I was like, okay, what do you love? He goes, what do you mean? I said, answer me, motherfucker.
Yeah.
What do you love? What do you love, man? He goes, well, I love being alone. I was like, bullshit.
Yeah,
if you
fuck
loved
you.
being alone,
No one.
we wouldn't be talking right now.
No.
You'd be fucking sitting happy on your porch staring into nature.
No one loves being alone if you jerk off.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
It's sort of like,
We all been there.
Because you're hoping someone else is there.
Yeah,
right?
exactly, because Jill can do everything a woman can do, right? Anyways, so I said, no. What do you love? And he goes, well, I love fishing. I was like, bullshit. You like fishing.
Yeah.
Fishing is fun, but you don't love fishing. I was like, what is something that you've done that filled your body with life, that gave color to everything, that filled you with strength and vigor?
Yeah.
And he says, fighting. I used to fight in high school. And I was like, what kind of fighting? He was like, oh, MMA, boxing and stuff. I was like, then go be a fucking fighter, man.
Yeah.
And he was like, what do you mean? And I was like, dude, if you know what you love, then fucking do that.
Dude.
Otherwise, you're going to live an unfulfilled life and you're going to think about what could have been instead of thinking about what can be yours.
It's so crazy because I actually speak about this when I do public speaking. One of the big things I talk about, like, I have these 4 kind of notes, and one of them is identity. You need to figure out who the fuck you are, bro.
Yeah.
Because you can't be me. You're not going to live through me. You're not going to be what I am. You need to find out what you are.
You can get
right?
inspired, but you can't be someone else.
Exactly. You're never going to be someone else. You have to find what makes you tick, right? You got to find what's you. And he needed to find his identity. If he is a fighter by heart, like that fucking drives him, motherfucker, be a fighter.
Exactly.
Right? Or be associated in the fighting world of some sort where you get your same thrills off of, dude.
Yep.
So hard to do. So hard because, I try to explain something. I think we have so much problems with it because, guys, you joined the military at what age?
I mean, technically 17.
17,
Yeah.
right. 17, 18? Yeah, a lot of motherfuckers 17 don't know who the fuck they are.
Yeah.
And the military has told them who they are for fucking how many years? 4 years, 5 years, 6 years?
Yep.
Then they get out and they're like, now you don't have an identity
Who am
anymore.
I?
Yeah. So you go back to being almost a 17-year-old personality with no fucking identity because everything you had was just taken from you from the military.
Yeah.
You're like, well, now it's going to take about a year to 2 to figure out who the fuck I actually am.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's a fucking scary feeling. That's
It
the
is.
most lost feeling you're ever going to have. Like, everything I thought I knew, it's false or it's not anymore.
Or just things are so different.
Yeah, because I've transitioned past that. Right.
Totally
And so
different.
Now you have to figure it out. And it's the hardest thing. Guys are like, man, how do I figure out what motivates me? It's like, motherfucker, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's for you to fucking sit down and figure out.
Exactly. And complacency kills. That's something we were
Oh,
taught from boot
God.
camp. Every
gotta-
pipe hitter knows.
you gotta keep
Complacency
moving.
kills.
You gotta keep
Keep
moving.
moving.
Dude, you can do 20 other fucking options and they all fucking fall short. Like, that's not it.
Just keep
well, that's fine.
figuring it out.
You're still moving towards
exactly.
the fucking direction
Even
where you need to
moving
be.
backward is better than just being stagnant.
100%.
And you know what? Now he's part of a gym.
No
he's
shit.
training up again.
Fuck
He's
yeah.
trying to look for a coach. And I was like, dude, just
What
start.
city?
He's in. I think he might be in Utah.
Dude,
I'm not completely sure.
I got plenty of guys. If he is, let me know.
Okay,
I'll find him a coach. Easy.
Yeah, absolutely. And like,
I'll coach the motherfucker if I can.
Yeah, exactly. You know, the little things that you do throughout the day, like this is something that I do.
Yeah.
Is every single day, what have you done to further your career? And it
That's
doesn't
it.
mean you have to go to a meeting with an
That's
agency or fucking meet a producer. It can be as little
Even
as
if you
watching
watch a video.
watching a fucking exactly.
We're so the same,
Exactly.
dog. That's
Dude,
exactly
just
it.
watching a video about film analysis or breaking down this character
I know,
archetype or
dude.
something to improve
Dog.
yourself.
You know, it's
Anything.
it's fucking crazy. I said it the other day. It's like, look, I'm not competing with other entertainers. That's why I told you, like, I'll
Yeah.
share, I'll tag, I'll fucking post. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'm not in competition with you, Jack. I'm not in competition
Yeah.
with Matt Best. I'm not
I'm trying to work with you,
That's
dog.
what I'm saying.
I'm trying to work with
That's
you.
what I'm saying. I'm not in competition with any veteran entertainer out there. Fucking Drew. Drew's my boy, dude. Fucking
Yeah.
Yusha Thomas. All these guys are my fucking dudes, right? I don't compete with these fucking dudes. I compete with me.
Yeah, that's not the
The
point.
farthest that I'm ever gonna get is the boundary that I put up for myself.
Yeah.
So like, look, we're all gonna go on the same path, and there's plenty of fucking food for all of us to eat, dog.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
so much food for all of us to eat, right? I mean, there's jobs out there. You find what makes you tick, and you go that direction. I go my direction. There's no reason why we can't help each other fucking grow and advance.
Exactly.
Right? Like, I think that's so important. I think it's so important for people
is
to
important.
understand, like, stop being egotistical about your position,
Mm-hmm.
right? Your following means shit. It's fucking. Here's the way I fucking break down everything. In the end of your life, who's gonna be in your fucking rest? Who's gonna be at your bed?
Yep.
You're fucking. When you're dying, who's holding your hand? Because if fucking. You have to be so genuine of a motherfucker for people to be like, you know what? I'm stopping everything right now. I got to go see this guy.
Yep.
I got to go say bye to him because I owe him that. I owe him the respect. People that are fucking full of shit, people that are fucking like all these other people, you won't have shit at your fucking bed, dude.
Dude, there isn't a U-Haul behind your hearse.
No, dog. No.
There isn't.
Like, I know this. I'm living in a way where I pray to God my kids are there to say goodbye and my wife is holding my hand as I go. Right?
Yeah.
Because, like, that to me is the most near and dear to my heart. My
Right.
kids will be like, and I'm going to be like, it's all good. I'm ready. You know what I mean? Give them comfort in knowing that. Have my wife hold my hand. She's like, fuck you, I want to die first. Like, because she don't want to be through that.
Yeah.
But like, that's me. It's like, that's what my room's going to be filled with. And then my fucking, hopefully, a fucking line out the door of the friends like, just give me a chance to say bye.
Yeah.
Because this motherfucker treated me right. Because this motherfucker wasn't selfish. Because this motherfucker opened doors for me. Whatever the fuck it is, dude. Or
Yeah.
this motherfucker said one word to me that inspired me. I have no fucking qualms about sharing, tagging fucking anyone on Instagram, social media, because I think that's a fucking empty fucking soul. Social media is like, whatever.
It's a tool.
Yeah, I could give a fuck.
It's a means
Yeah.
to an end.
Yeah, it
pretty much
doesn't
it.
mean shit to me, right?
I mean, I'll be there. Hopefully neither of us have to fucking deal with that. But
but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll be
People
there.
hold this shit like if like I'm not gonna share and tag you. Like, you don't have to, bro. I can give a fuck. 'Cause
That's
I'm-
so fucking wild.
It's
that
weird.
never even. In fact, I feel like my posts are better when I do tag people. I'm like, dude, it just it sense of
doesn't-
community.
Well, the thing is
You
this:
know?
it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna share every GoFundMe that comes through my page because fuck, that's a little
Yeah.
much, right? Because it ruins the content of what I'm trying to do and provide.
Exactly.
Right?
And you're not Rockefeller either. So
Yeah.
like you've got things you're trying to take care of.
Exactly. And at the same time, like, I want to post what's near and dear to my heart.
Yeah.
Not what you want me to post, not what he wants me to
I
post.
see
but-
NASCAR. I can't have my advertisers all over my car. You know what I'm talking
right,
about?
dude.
So
So it's like, but at the same time, like, I'm not afraid of tagging fucking Jack Murillo to get him more followers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why the fuck not? What does that hurt me? I'm not
Not at all.
intimidated by your fucking skill sets. I'm actually excited about your skill sets. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck yeah, we're gonna kick ass together one day. Jeff Bozzi is 6'5" stud. God damn
dude,
it.
I'll share the camera with that guy. I don't care if he's 10 feet taller
I would
than
be
I
in a
am.
threesome with the guy and just him and two other dudes. He's so hot.
That's a sexy man.
Yeah, it's a sexy
yeah.
dude. But the point is, like, I have no qualms about fucking sharing the space because I think there's plenty of it.
Yeah.
And I think we're more powerful as a community to fucking stick by each other, right? You know what I mean? Like,
Totally.
Nate Boyer, he's not afraid of fucking supporting each other. Like, but there's guys out there that are, and I think it's sad, and it's lost the identity of who we are. You know what I mean? We have to come in here with
Teamwork is part of our essence as former service members. You know, when a military force is attacking an objective, is it ever just one guy?
No.
No. It's a team.
It's a team.
It's a squad. It's a platoon.
Yeah.
It's a company. It's a regiment. It's a battalion.
yeah. There's-
A team is a group of dudes
There-
is attacking an
Dude, there's a
objective.
quote that I fucking post all the time. It says, "If I make it, we all make it." Meaning, like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna open every door I fucking possibly can for everyone, right?
Yeah,
Because
exactly. Why the fuck wouldn't you?
Why the fuck wouldn't I? Why the fuck wouldn't I?
Are you afraid you're going to get replaced? Okay.
That's the fear people have.
That's the fear.
Right. That's the
getting
fear.
replaced.
But like, but you know what? What if I promoted you? Like you already know. I sent your fucking images and fucking everything to casting for.
Yeah,
for-
exactly.
You know
Still
what I mean?
fingers crossed.
Yeah, exactly.
If it
Because
happens, done
because
and done.
why wouldn't I? Why the fuck wouldn't I? You're another Latino fucking actor who's trying to fucking do a thing, and fucking we're friends, and I have a connection. I'll see what's up.
Yeah.
But what if you fucking make it big? What if you fucking end up fucking winning an Oscar one day? You know what? For me, fuck yes, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Because
That's
I
just
had
another
a
party you
fucking,
get to go to.
because I had a fucking footprint in your success by being who I am.
Yeah.
Not selfish.
And it's not like if something's gonna happen, I'm just gonna peel right, and you're never gonna see me
that's what
again.
that's-
We build upon each other.
Dude, thank you. That's huge, man. It's very important. You know what I'm saying? It's funny, and that's why I think we've clicked so well together, because we have very, very similar mindsets on what we're doing here. Like, dude, none of us can do this alone.
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
saying, it's like, we're not self-made. Like, I'm not self-made. Vincent Rocco Vargas didn't fucking make it to this position because fucking who I am. No, Matt helped me.
Yeah.
Jared helped me. You know what I mean? Matt and Jared are fucking what created the fucking pedestal what I stand on still, and now continue to fucking grow off of. I'm never gonna forget the first 2 steps that I got, handed to me.
Yeah.
And as much as I worked my ass off to fucking earn that, but I'll never fucking turn my back and say, oh no, they didn't do it, I did it myself. Fuck you, dude. Those 2 motherfuckers gave me the fucking the fucking pedestal that I stand on now to fucking speak to the veteran community.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, it's up to me to fucking hold on to that shit.
Yeah.
And I'm doing my best to fucking do so. But no, man, no one fucking self-made, dog. We always have someone fucking holding the door for us, dude.
Even simple as this. So me and Jeff, we go to the same school, and I've heard some people go there and be like, "Oh my God, if I ever make it big, I'm never giving credit to this school." And I'm like, I turn to them, I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
That's weird.
And they're like, "Oh, just it's bullshit. The teachers, it's all a scam." And I was like, I didn't even say anything because I knew it wasn't worth it.
Dude,
and I'm like, dude,
no.
that's where I got the training. Like, that's what built me up as an actor, as an artist, and that's why I am where I am right now.
Why do you think veterans are good at acting? Why do you think? So here's the thing. There's
question.
not a lot of. And I'll tell you my answer, but I'm gonna say there's not a lot of veterans of OIF, OEF currently in acting that I know
That are
right?
actors.
Actors, right? Like
Yeah.
there's a lot of guys doing this and that, but there's very few in the space that are really doing it. And I can't even tell you any names off the top of my head. The guy that plays the fucking main character for fucking Star Wars, what's his name?
Adam Driver.
Adam Driver. 3 years in the Marines.
3 years in the Marines.
Chaptered
yeah.
out. Initially, he had a bike injury or something like that or whatever.
Yeah, he was mountain biking before their deployment to Iraq, and he got fucking injured, and he couldn't go.
Right. So, like, he's an OIF, OEF guy.
Mm-hmm.
He had his career, but it is what it is, right? There was no shit veteran guys talking shit on him. I'm like,
Oh, dude, there's still there's dudes right now who are like, oh, he's not a real Marine.
yeah, but it's like, why? The motherfucker signed up in a time when fucking we're at war, and the unfortunate happens. Dude, there's so many motherfuckers that get chaptered out for injuries. It happens all the time.
It happens.
So he's the one guy I know that is OIF, OEF vet that's doing it, or
Yeah.
in a position is doing it, right? Like,
Totally.
and there's not very much. Like now, you got Nate Boyer.
Mm-hmm.
He was in the Den of Thieves.
12 strong. He was in Den of Thieves. He was
Yeah.
in 12 strong.
He was in 12 Strong.
Yeah.
Oh, was he? Did he
He played one of the helo gunners.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
So you're saying he's doing it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have you, me, Jeff Bozzy, and fucking I don't know. There's a couple other small ones out there, right?
Yeah.
And they're doing it, which is fucking exciting to see. And but I think it's cool because we're all trying to do the same thing. Like,
Yeah.
one of us
Because we can just prop up each other.
one makes it, we all make it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And when it comes to your question, like, so when it comes to acting as an art form at our school,
Yeah.
what we're trained in is what's called affective memory. That's with an A, affective.
Yeah.
So at the school, they teach you to reach back into your past,
Uh-huh.
to your experiences, and cultivate from that a raw, authentic emotion
Yeah.
that
Good.
you can draw from
So
and apply to your work.
What's the name of this style?
It's called method acting.
Method acting. And then
Yeah.
there's another style that's out there called. Do you know the other name of it?
There's like Meisner. There's Stella Adler.
Meisner's
Yeah.
another one that's really big because some of the guys on set that I work with now are they
Meisner guys.
they're kind of both.
Yeah,
They kind of breed from
Jack
both.
of all trades, master of none. Better than
Yeah.
master of one.
Right. And so that's kind of in their heads. That's what I mean. But dude, some of these guys are fucking brilliant, right? Like,
Yeah.
I think everyone has their style.
Yeah, and once you get trained up as an actor, you start to feel out what's different for you as an
Yeah.
artist, how you work, how you respond to things, and you can start to build your own individual
Yeah.
craft. Just Jack's acting,
Yeah.
or just Vince's
Yeah.
acting.
This is what I do to set up for a
Yeah.
scene.
It's like being a child. Your parents raise you in a certain way, and then once you hit 18 or 21 or whenever it is that you leave the house,
Yeah.
you start making your own decisions.
So why are veterans? Why do you think veterans have a knack for acting?
I think veterans can have a knack for acting because veterans, on average, and this is kind of bleak, but on average, they don't come from good homes. On average, there was something wrong with the home, and they responded in such a way where they felt compelled to join, whether it was for escape or it was for the violence, or some dudes just wanted to be the alpha.
Yeah.
But regardless, there's a semi-flawed nature to why people go into the military. And then when you're in the military, you have all kinds of experiences.
Well, it's super. Yeah, exactly.
All kinds of experiences.
I think it's funny because some of the greatest actors had some of the hardest lives.
Exactly. And the beauty of that, it's such a bittersweet beauty, is per method acting.
Yeah.
That means you have more ammunition to draw from.
Yeah.
When you've had shitty life experiences, when your dad left, when your mom was extra hard on you because she was a single mom and she had to, when you had brothers who were criminals, when you've
lost friends in combat.
When you've lost friends in combat, when you've been shot at yourself, when your wife cheated on you, when she left you, all these crazy experiences.
Everything.
That's authentic, true emotion,
layers,
life experience.
Layers and layers.
That you can draw from and put onto the motherfucking screen. And people are going to see it and they're going to know that's fucking real.
Let me ask you this. Do you have a crying trigger?
I do. I have a couple.
You willing to speak on it?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm interested in hearing.
Okay, so when I was so everybody listening, this is to you guys. The first couple years in the Marine Corps, I became really detached from my emotions.
Yeah.
Because you don't have time to think about that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I had aggression, rage, anger, all
And
that
you
stuff
also
that just
believe
kinda
it's
pops
where
up.
you need to be.
Yeah, exactly. So we were trained in a way. And I honestly think to a certain extent, I was kind of veering away from who I was as a person.
Yeah.
And then I was
You were fucking 17, 18, dog. You're still learning that.
I'm still learning. We're not even fully
You're
formed human
evolving
beings
one
yet.
side. You're evolving one side thinking like, this is who I should be. And the military's telling you this is who you are. And you're like, wait a fucking minute. I'm confused.
Exactly.
It's a hard time in your life.
Totally. It really is, especially for your brain, because you're not fully developed until
Nope.
you're 25.
Yeah.
So you're still being molded. Anyways, so I was going to infantry squad leaders course, and one of the few nights we had off, me and my buddy Jake Weiser, we went back to my barracks room and we were going to split some hard ciders. And I was like, fuck yeah, let's have some hard cider. And he was like, dude, do you like Disney movies? And I was like, dude, I grew up with that shit, but I hadn't watched a Disney movie in years.
Yeah.
He was like, dude, let's watch Beauty and the Beast. I was like, fuck yeah, why not?
Yeah.
And we got a little Star Spangled
Sauced
Hammered.
up, yeah.
Yeah, a little sauced up. And I wasn't sloshed. I was just, we hadn't been drinking all week.
Yeah.
Up morning to night.
Caught a good buzz. Kind of what we got going on
a
here.
nice buzz going on here. And I'm watching this movie, and dude, I don't know what it was, but that movie unlocked something in me, and I was bawling like a fucking
Beauty and the
baby.
Beast.
Beauty and the Beast. The animated.
And you still can't figure out what it was?
Oh, I think I know what it was. I think it was the power of the music. And to this day, music
Is a good trigger.
Is an amazing trigger for me.
Really?
But there's always an emotion or an idea or a principle that's attached to it. So for instance, there's a track on the Saving Private Ryan soundtrack called Omaha Beach.
Uh-huh.
And it takes place when Captain Miller is asked, quite a sight, isn't it? He says, yes, it sure is. And he looks over at the Normandy beach. He sees dudes.
And he sees people storming. They're coming out of the fucking...
he sees them all dead.
Yeah.
This is after the battle.
Oh,
the music playing right there. So when I hear that song, it makes me think of that, but it also makes me think of all the dudes that have gone out that way.
One of the saddest things.
All the dudes that I've lost, all the dudes that you lost.
Yeah.
How happy I am that I know you, that you made it back. And I become so verklempt with that emotion that I can't help but cry.
Yeah.
And all that happens in split seconds as soon as that music starts playing.
Here's the crazy thing, man. So for me, I grew up in a household where my father's super, he's a stern dude and he's a very strong Marine, right? Like the old school.
Totally.
Fucking, men don't cry and fucking, you know what I mean? Like, it's just super, super rough. And it was cool, though. It's like, for me, it's like, I don't blame the motherfucker, dude. My dad was a tough motherfucker because he had to be.
Yeah.
And he was raised by a tougher motherfucker that fucking kicked his ass, right? So it's like, it's just the nature of where he came from.
Yeah.
And what he knew as a father and how to raise a man.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't, there's things that I will never do for my kids. Like I've obviously softened up the approach for my sons because I want them to be more affectionate people.
Right.
But for years it was an interesting thing because I wouldn't really cry. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't easy.
Yeah.
And I was married at the time to my first wife and my buddy was killed in training. And this was a buddy of mine that was basic training, airborne. We're in airborne school, and we're talking shit to the NCOs because we're trying to get smoked, bro, because we know we got RIP coming.
Yeah.
In 2 weeks, we're like, fuck, we need to stay in shape. And airborne ain't doing it, bro. Airborne's PT was fucking whack, right? And so we're like, we need to get fucking smoked so we can get in shape. So we're
Push it to the limit.
Yeah, so we're getting dogged, bro. And we're doing push-up, sit-up, squat, all this fucking shit. We're like, hell yeah, dude, smoking. You can't smoke a rock, Sean, can't smoke a rock. Pissing them off. But like, this is me and him, though, bro. Two big fucking Latinos, dude, from LA are fucking, we're so alike. Smoke the fuck out of us, right? First fucking, and I've told the story on the podcast before, but the first weekend of fucking RIP, before we go to do a PT test that weekend, they give us off. We go to a bar. One of our dumbass friends gets into a fucking fight. We fucking back him up, pull him out of there, and fucking start running because we know we ain't trying to get arrested here, dude.
Right, yeah.
You know, my buddy loses his ID card and gets recycled. I pass, go to Afghanistan, come back, boom, there he is. So he gets through eventually to RIP.
Okay.
And we're like, dude, you're gonna come over and have dinner at the house. I want you to fucking meet my daughter, who was the biggest influence in my fucking life and where I am today is my oldest daughter.
I can't imagine.
She started the path, right? She started me to like, you gotta be a man now, motherfucker, you know?
Yeah.
And then fucking, I get a call and they say Figueroa was killed. I'm like, well, I don't know a Figueroa from Charlie Company. Well, they fucked up his name because his name is Figueroa. Yes. And so in the morning, people coming up to me like, bro, I'm sorry. I'm like, for
what
what,
the fuck?
dude? Like, Devin was killed. I'm like,
Get the fuck out.
I'm like, no, dude, it's fucking Figueroa. They called it. Like, no, dude, it was
Jesus
Devin.
Christ.
And so I'm like, get the fuck out. And I'm private, nobody, dog. So I'm telling them like, look, this is one of my best friends, and I need to go to his funeral. And they're like, no, you can't. We're on a training cycle. And I'm like, fuck, dude. So his mom knows about me, and she's like, are you gonna be able to get? I'm like, I can't. Like, I know we're like, he would go home and tell his family about me because we're best friends, and I'm telling my family about him.
Yeah.
You know, like we became tight. And so I couldn't go to the fucking funeral. But I remember the day I came home. I came home and I opened up a little apartment. You know what I mean? You're living in an apartment. And I opened the door. And as I opened the door, it hit me. And I started bawling, dude. And I'm bawling.
Yeah.
And my wife at the time was like, what is wrong with you? She's never seen me cry, dog.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Few men have.
You know, and I'm like, I don't know how to even say it, dude. I couldn't even get it out of my fucking mouth, dude. And eventually I told her, and she was like, oh, fuck. You know what I mean? And so it was a trip. And so I fucking really held it for a long time. After that one, I was like, whoa, what the fuck is happening to me? Something about combat, something about living in that weird life was loosening up the walls for me. I was starting to feel everything. I was starting to feel.
It's a beautiful thing.
I'm watching people get fucking smoked, dude, and I'm watching families cry, and I'm feeling it all, dude.
Yeah.
I'm watching guys get fucking blown up with fucking frags, and I'm feeling, dude, and for some reason, it changed my life, and I can't, even if I went to a counselor and tried to explain that, like, I feel fucking everything now. Like, and it's the weirdest thing to explain. Like, I feel everything, dog. I know when someone's hurting. I know when someone's suffering. It's something that comes over me, and it's like, holy shit, dog, hold it together, because you know what they're going through. Because I fucking feel like I've been through them shits, right?
Yeah.
And so then fucking my squad leader, Sergeant Broad and Sergeant Brim, like, those are the two that are my trigger, right? Those are, one of my triggers is those two, because I held a lot of guilt in me that if I was there, maybe my big body could have shielded a few more rounds. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know those two are better men than me, and it eats me alive. That's what eats me alive, that they didn't make it and I did, and they're better men than me. And it starts to question, I questioned my faith for years, dude. And that's something that's not very common for me because I'm very devout in who I am.
Right.
But I questioned it because I know they were better men. And you're like, oh, why the fuck am I alive when these two dudes who are better people were taken so early in their lives? I mean, they were 22 years old, right? 22, 21 years old. And it ate me alive for years and years and years, thinking like, you're not doing them justice. And so I joined the Border Patrol because my squad leader wanted to be a Border Patrol agent. Like, it wasn't for me. I didn't give a fuck, dude. But I knew that's what he wanted. And I was like, well, then maybe I can do it for him. And I lived this life for so many years until I finally dedicated to entertainment.
Yeah.
Because I was living for them. I was, no shit, living my life hoping to make them happy. It held me for years. It held me captive, imprisoned, to live for them, and it ate me alive. I was top of my class and everything. I was living other people's dreams. People were like, man, it's a dream job. I'm like, is it? It's not mine, right? It's not mine. It was his. And I'm fucking blessed to be able to do it for him. But it ain't mine. And I fucking lived for so many years for them, and it ate me alive. And still to this day, I'm mad at myself for allowing the guilt to eat me up for so many years. But as well as it's who I am.
It led to who you are now.
Exactly, it led to who I am now.
It's part of that broken road, dude.
Right. It's a trip, dude.
It is a trip.
That's one of my triggers is them. And my other trigger is my 12-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
Because being deployed for so long, my youngest daughter really didn't get to know me as she grew up. She was a mama's girl because dad was gone. Dad was going from deployment to a fucking training cycle to deployment to training cycle to deployment. So she knew dad pays the bills, and he comes in here and there, and he's got a big fucking chin, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, she knows me but doesn't know me. Somehow my current 12-year-old, my second daughter, knew me. I was just there when she was born. I was holding her. I was there for the important times for some reason where mentally she felt that. And so she was
It was
so
like
connected.
telepathic.
Yeah, it was
almost.
It was a different world.
Yeah.
The two looked at me so different. And me and my oldest daughter are so close now. We text every day, every morning. I'm like, "How's baseball?" And like, we're so close. I was finally able to redeem that gap. You know
Nice.
what I mean? But
Fuck
my
yeah.
12-year-old still has this extra emotion towards me that I feel bad for because she's super like connected. Because I'm like, "Hey, baby, I know I'm gonna be gone." She's like, you know what I mean? But when she cries, I cry, dog. Like,
That's a beautiful thing.
It's a crazy thing, dude. Because I remember the first day I was leaving for the Border Patrol. I'm leaving, and she woke up 5 a.m. just because I was gonna go get gas, and I took her with me, and I dropped her off, and she's crying, and I'm crying, and I'm like, "What the fuck going on with me, dude? This guy makes me cry." And she was like, "Don't go," and I'm like, I don't know, maybe I won't." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I knew I was going to do Border Patrol. It was better for them, right? It was money was,
Yeah.
and that's my trigger. This girl, she looked at me, and it's her at fucking 5, right? That's what it was. Her at 5 was this very pure version of her, right? Because all kids grow up and they now they're just kids who gives a fuck about dad? I got friends and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that 5-year-old purity of her knowing she was gonna not see me for a few months because I was gonna be in a selection, and she's bawling her eyes out, and with pure love, it ate me alive, dude. It ate me alive, and that memory I hold with me because I
Fuck yeah.
still think like, should I have left? I drove for fucking probably 20 miles. I'm like, I'm turning around,
Yeah.
right? Because like, you always want to know you made
The right decision.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean?
Well, you are where you are right now, man.
I know, and that's the thing is you eat yourself up for dumb shit, and like, why?
Yeah.
Your life's gonna be whatever it is now. It's because it's what it's intended to be.
Exactly.
It's the weirdest fucking thing.
It is weird. Yeah, man. That reminds me, though, of an exercise that one of the teachers does at our school. And the exercise is, the premise of it is that after you do what we call relaxation, it's kind of like meditate. It's meditative a little bit. It's kind of just like relieving tension from your body, kind of yoga-esque. You kind of go into your headspace to create your own little world in your head. And she'll say something like, "Okay, I want you to think of the person in your life that you had the most conflict with." She'll say that, and the face instantly pops in your mind.
Yeah.
Sometimes it goes through the shuffle because you're like, okay, you got to reach down sometimes.
No, I already know.
And it comes up.
Yeah.
And she says, "Okay, now I want you to think of a place where that conflict took place."
Oh,
and you
got
think
it.
of it, and it just
yeah.
inhabits your mind.
Dude, it reminds me of Inception right now. Just thinking about
it's
it,
straight
like,
up Inception.
Yeah.
It's exact. That's precisely what it is. So she says, "Okay, I want you to go back to that time, and I want you to. Okay, now you're gonna sit on the floor. You're gonna feel what the floor feels like. You're gonna see what time of day it is, what the weather was like, what's this, what's there, who else is there, who was there." And then she says, "Okay, now that person is outside, or they're far away, and they're calling your name. They're wondering where you are. Now, get them in. So you say in their mind, you say their name. You wave toward them. You say, 'I'm in here,' and they come. And she says, 'Okay, he's walking inside. She walking inside.' They sit down in front of you. And she says, 'And now, what you're gonna do, or what I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna say a sentence, and then I want you to finish the sentence.' She says, 'I want you to get close to this person in your mind, because this is a very private conversation. I'll never forget when you,' and you fill that blank. She says, 'I remember when,'
Yeah.
'I'll never forgive you for when.'
Yeah.
And
Fuck.
she gets those, and it starts
Here's
out like
the crazy
conflict.
thing is, but you have to be able to be there.
Oh yeah,
Like I'm there. You're talking and I'm there.
yeah,
I'm there.
And that's funny because Lee Strasberg, the father of method acting and partially of American acting, defined acting talent as authentic emotional stimulation to imaginary stimuli.
Yeah.
So your ability to cultivate and have an authentic emotional reaction to something that actually isn't happening.
Fuck, dude. What makes? Why do you think? Or what's the testament to you being a good actor? And people don't know. I think you're brilliant. I think you're brilliant. I think some of the stuff you've done on. I told you like, dude, your Snapchats were dope, and you were like, "What do you mean? I haven't done that in a while." I was like, "Bro, I used to fucking look forward to your small improvisations of skits in certain movies." You did Batman at one point. You know, you did several fucking characters, and every time you did it, I'm like, "Fuck, he's good." Right?
Yeah.
And that for me is like, I gotta step up my game, man. Hey, this guy's on it. Like, what's he on? Like, where's he learning this? Because I don't know if I can do that, right? I've never tried to do it. But I don't know if I can, because watching you, I'm thinking, that's fucking brilliant, dude. And I also don't want to steal your shit. I think what you're doing is, you're right, you know what I mean? Because to me, the fact that you did it first is very, very important to me, right?
Yeah.
I think it's like, that's beautiful, and that's yours, and you're killing that. And I'm just waiting for it to the next episode.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? That's what I told you. I was like, bro, I love it. And so what do you? What's a testament to you? Like, it's
Like, how do I know whether or not I'm a good actor?
bro? Where do you think you're pulling this from? Because fuck this class, dog. This class is one thing. That's
just a class.
It's a catalyst.
Yeah.
It's a catalyst. You already had it. Where did that come from?
Like, so where does the talent come from?
What do you think? Dude, it's burning deep in you. Why?
Dude, man. I mean, man. That is such a deep... I've never been asked that question before. But, I mean, I think a lot of it is from my parents. Because, when you get to a certain age, you become your parents' friends.
Yeah.
If you have a good relationship with your parents, you become their boys.
I'm there.
You become their homie.
Yeah.
And the more I talk to them about how they were when they were my age or when they were younger, dude, they were the exact same way.
Yeah.
They had a bunch of the different traits, or my dad had a bunch of traits and my mom had a bunch of traits, and
Yeah.
then I was the melding. So it's weird, but it's also, I mean, because when I get into the space, when I get into the acting space, I
Yeah.
get extremely emotionally sensitive.
Yeah.
And everybody listening right now hears emotionally sensitive, and they think of that as a negative thing.
Oh,
they
bro.
think, emotionally sensitive.
No.
That's something my wife gets. It's like, no,
No,
it
that's
just means
super powerful.
It's so powerful because it's like there's a nuclear
Dude,
vision device in you.
People don't get, like, they're watching shows and like, man, it's such a good show. Like, I don't think you've broken down how good the show is.
Dude.
I don't think you've broken down what these people have done
can't
on
even
screen.
really. Yeah,
right?
you can't, unless you're
not.
educated,
You're
you
not
can't.
really fathoming how important they have taken their job
Yeah.
and created these characters to be so honest, so real that you feel it. You're screaming at TV like, "No, you didn't just kill Opie and fucking Sons of
Dude,
Anarchy." You see what I'm saying?
spoiler
Like,
alert.
like, people don't get that. People don't get that. Like, you know what they fucking did? They fooled you. They fucking fooled you to believe they were actually real and you had emotional connection to them. And you know what? It's fucking gorgeous that they were able to do that.
Yeah.
That's the
and what
brilliance
they're
of it.
feeling and what you're feeling is now real.
Yeah.
The emotion
It's
is real.
real.
The event is fiction, but the emotion is real.
It's almost like reading a book.
It's like watching a book.
Yeah, exactly.
It's amazing. So yeah, I think that's where it comes from, and I'll go into this because I thought you were asking how do I know when
good.
you're a good actor.
Go for it.
So I think if you're good at anything, first I think there is a confidence that's built up in you.
Yeah.
So you think to yourself, okay, I think I'm good at this, and then moving forward from that, you have to understand, especially for us because we have an audience.
Yeah.
We have to know what other people think.
Yeah.
But when it comes to that, you have to know whom you're asking.
Who's going to give you the honest feedback?
Who's going to give you the honest feedback? Who's going to give you the good feedback?
Yeah.
Accurate feedback. So like when I did a musical summer last year, and my parents came out to see it, and of course my mom was like, "Oh, Jack, you were the best one up there. It was great. Oh, Mijo, that was amazing. Oh my God." and I okay, time out. That's my mom.
Yeah.
I came from her.
Dude.
Of course, anything I do, she's going to say,
Yeah.
"Oh, that's amazing. That was awesome."
That was a beautiful poop you
It was
did,
beautiful.
son.
Yeah,
Like,
that was the best shit that's ever been taken in the history of mankind, Jack. You're the best. So I think, okay, it's nice that she says
Yeah.
that, but when it comes to professional talk, true criticism,
Yeah.
I can't really get it from her because
Right.
she's not an actor. She's not in the industry.
Yeah.
She doesn't know what she's looking at, really. She's
Yeah.
looking at her son. However, that same night, Rob Reiner, the director of...
I know exactly who that is.
Yeah, right. The director of The Princess Bride.
Yeah.
He was there. He pulls me aside. I didn't even know who he was at
Yeah.
the time. I had to get told later.
Yeah.
He goes, "Hey, I just want to let you know that, that was an outstanding performance. You had the smallest role, but, you completely stole the show.
You can still
And
yeah,
that final
you can
scene,
steal the whole
you
scene.
absolutely destroyed it. And that was amazing. And, thank you for that. That was awesome." And I was like, "Thank you. I really appreciate
That's
that.
fucking
Like,
beautiful.
that's awesome."
And that's someone that has credibility.
And I later on learned who that is.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can take it to the bank.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at this.
Yeah. Dude, no, it's easy to see. Me and you, we talk personally and we text and I see some of your work and I'm always telling you like, dude, it's fucking dope. It's dope. You know what I mean? And it's funny how it's timing meets preparation, right? And you're completely prepared.
That's
and,
luck.
And I know the time. Yeah, exactly.
Opportunity, timing, and preparation.
Yeah, and so I know your time is coming here soon. And speaking of time, we're fucking at the end of this. We're gonna have to do it round 2, dude. This is too
hell yeah,
easy.
of course.
This was too easy.
This is awesome.
Yeah,
this is awesome,
dude. So real quick, I want to give a shout out to 818 Brewing. 818 Brewing. We're here in the San Fernando Valley drinking some 818 Brewing right now. We're drinking the Valhalla 818, and this is whiskey aged porter that was actually aged in Lead Singer's whiskey barrels, which is fucking gorgeous.
It tastes amazing,
doesn't it? Isn't it? It's a dark beer, but it's smooth,
super smooth, and you can taste the whiskey tinge.
It's
on it too.
There you go.
So
I love it.
It accomplishes what it set out.
So this was a pleasure. My boy owns this place, and they're gonna be opening in Cinco de Mayo week. I think it's the Thursday, the Friday, and the Saturday. It will be open and available if you guys are in the San Fernando Valley area or local to this area. Come check it out. Give them a call. Follow them on Instagram or Facebook, and you guys are gonna see some fucking homegrown dudes making some fucking dope shit happen.
Oh yeah.
But this is a podcast for Jack Murillo or Murillo, whatever one you're comfortable with.
Yep.
Jack, dude, this is your time, man. Go ahead and say whatever you got to say. Dude, plug everything, dude. Whatever you got going on, I hope the people that are listening are inspired by what you had to say, because you know I am, and I would love for them to follow you and see the growth of what's going to happen with Jack.
All right, everybody. So you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at JackMurillo_. This is for all the veterans out there who are wondering, what to do after you get out. What you have to do is you have to find a mission. You, as a service member, whether you're Army, Air Force, Marines, Navy, whatever, you are tasked with a mission, and that requires planning, that requires a team, that requires work, and you set forth to accomplish that mission. So when you get out of the military, it's no different. You need to find a squad, you need to find like-minded individuals, and you need to give yourself a mission, give yourself something to work for that you love and that you care about, and that will bring fulfillment into your life, and you won't be a wandering warrior. You won't be a Ronin, sort of wandering the earth, wondering what it is that you're here for. So you need to figure out what you love, figure out what fills your life with passion, and it can be anything. It can be your family, it can be acting, it can be riding your motorcycle, it can be building motorcycles, it can be being a brewer, it can be making paper. Whatever it is that brings you joy, you need to set forth and accomplish that mission. And then when you finish that mission, you need to find another one. You need to keep going because you're a warrior. You have that built in you and you were born with it. So you need to maintain that. I've got a couple things coming up in the future, possibly a small role in a horror comedy for Universal. It's at this point, I'm going to be in the film.
No fucking
I'm going to
way.
be in the film. But the director is a long-time family friend of mine. He was in film school when I was a tiny tot, and he would take me on sets. And he's working to get me a bigger role in it.
Good.
In fact, there's a big supporting role that he put me forth for.
Good.
And at this point, they were like, oh, we're super interested for him to have the part, but we're going to consider getting a name instead. But they haven't finished casting the leads yet, and they haven't finished the script. A bunch of balls flying through the air. So at this point, if they decide not to pick up a big name because, they only have so much budget, then it's mine.
Awesome. Looking forward to that.
That's going to be happening pretty soon. I'm going to have some Vet TV content coming out.
Yes,
Vet TV is awesome. Donnie O'Malley and the boys, they make some great stuff.
I got to get Donnie up here on this podcast.
Oh, dude, that would be hilarious. That would be awesome. Other than that, follow me as I set forth on my journey. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just figuring it out day to day. I got guys like Vince Rocco Vargas at my side, Sergio Bernal, Jeff Bosley. I'm sure there are plenty of people that I'm not listing, but find a squad, find a team, set forth, accomplish the mission.
Fuck yeah, brother. All right. I appreciate it, dude. Seriously, it was a good time.
I loved being here. Can't wait
super
for part
easy.
2.
Super easy. We're gonna have to do it again.
Oh, you know it.
And these fucking beers are fucking hitting,
Woo!
and I'm fucking happy.
Smoothing things out.
Love you guys, man. Thanks for everything, and thank you for being patient with me.
Adios.
Yeah, we're out.